How you guys doing?
Good, how about
Good.
you?
How are you doing?
Good. I'm just hanging out. Yeah.
I love your lights. Your like track lights are really
Thank you.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, I saw them on like Instagram at one point, and I was like, I gotta get those.
I love falling for an Instagram ad.
Yeah.
David, don't you have the ones that you can change the color of them?
Yeah, the like Philips Hue or whatever, and like you can just tell Siri to make oh, don't talk Siri.
Yeah, I know.
Tell it to make it blue or whatever, and it's been a game changer.
I think mine do that, but I lost the little remote,
Oh
so it's like it's
no!
stuck. It's stuck on purple.
You
I
know what?
got
It's a
like
good color.
yeah, it
Yeah.
is a great color.
It
It could
really
have
could
been
be
so much
worse.
worse.
Yeah. 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 That's true.
Where are you located?
Los Angeles.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. Yeah, same.
We're in like
Cool.
the North Hollywood, Toluca Lake area.
Very cool. It's freaking hot, man.
It
I
is
Oh,
mean, like,
it's
ridiculous.
so
I can't
hot.
stand it.
I know every other, well, not every other, but most parts of the country are like pumpkin spice season and they're getting
Yeah.
into fall. And then it's the hottest time of the
Just
year here.
dripping
Yeah.
sweat,
Dripping.
dripping.
Exactly.
While
Yeah.
while having
Yeah.
like a pumpkin drink. Yeah, I went out to eat
Uh-huh.
yesterday and they had this fall menu that was all pumpkin, and everyone was like, "We're not ordering this. We just can't. It's so hot."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you from LA originally?
I am. I grew up in LA. Basically, there's a small town called Monrovia, and I've pretty much lived
Oh
here
yeah.
my entire life.
Oh
So,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
cool. It's always rare, I feel like, that you find someone that was born in LA and still lives here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I moved shortly, like I moved to Colorado for a few years for school, and then I
Oh,
came
cool.
back to LA, and yeah, I actually like I was in like the mountains of Colorado doing, and I was like so excited to get back to LA. And like I got back right as COVID hit.
Oh
And so I
good.
was
Oh
like,
my
okay, I
gosh.
got back and then I was like stuck indoors and I couldn't
Uh-huh.
leave and
The
yeah.
exact opposite of the
Yeah.
Colorado
Yeah.
Yeah.
mountains.
Well, thank you for doing this. Yeah, I feel like we
No,
didn't
no.
properly introduce ourselves.
No,
Yeah.
we really
Sorry.
just jumped right into it. But yeah, we just love to talk about all of our favorite things, like growing up from the 90s and the 2000s, which you've been in so many of our favorite shows and movies from that. So we're really excited that you're here today.
Cool. Thank you so much for having me.
Before we start, I was looking at your Instagram and I just have to get it out of the way that your dog is adorable.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we just got that one. His name's Izzy,
Is
and
he?
Izzy.
he is the best. It's so crazy because like with French bulldogs, you can spend a lot of money and you don't really know what kind of dog you're gonna get until they grow up a little bit.
Hmm.
And I know it's hard because a lot of people are like, do not get French bulldogs. You got to get them
Mm-hmm.
from, you know, a lot of people are against French bulldogs and they like you got to go to a pound and adopt. And I know that's important, but I love French
If
bulldogs.
you
And
knew what you
Oh,
so
want, yeah.
Izzy is so
um
cute.
thank you so much. But we got one and we spent quite a bit of money on her. And she was so sweet when we got her, but as she grew up, she's just like crazy. Like
Oh no.
she hates everybody
Oh
except for like
no.
me.
Mm.
And I can't take her out in public because like I feel like she's gonna bite someone.
Go after everybody.
And yeah, but Izzy, so I just got Izzy and I paid like a quarter of the price, you know, as Bella. And he's the sweetest dog. I can take him anywhere. He's the best in the world. And so,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Sometimes you never know. Like Dave and I both have dogs. My dog, she often makes an appearance at some point, but
Yeah.
the same way we did adopt her, but she, like small dogs, I mean, she just does not vibe with them. And
Yeah.
it's hard because dog parks are difficult to do, like especially in LA where people take dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
be really tricky. But if she knows you, people are good, but it's other dogs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, she just freaks out. They all have their quirks.
Yeah.
They do. They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, sorry I took us off track.
No, no,
Oh,
no. It's
talk about
awesome.
dogs all day.
I
Yeah.
know. But we'd love to just start off. How did you get your start in the industry? Because you were a child actor.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I always wonder, was it a thing where you were just watching TV, watching movies, and you were like, I want to do that and just went for it? Or did you do plays in your hometown or in school?
No, so it's weird because I hear stories about kids that are like they watch TV and they're like I want to do that and that was never me. Like
Oh,
I was I was like 4 years old and my sister had an agent for singing and at one point the agent was like, "Hey, you should put him out on auditions." And so I started auditioning. I didn't know what I was doing, you know, like I didn't know what acting was. I just walked into the room. I did what they told me to do. It wasn't like some like young like
The
dream of
dream.
being an actor. It was just like they told me to stand here, and so I stood there, and like that was it.
Hmm.
And I was, at 4 years old, I was terrible. Like, I mean, I would go to acting classes, and they would say, "Jacob, it's your turn to go up." And I go up, and like I would ignore everything they told me to do. I would literally like they would tell me to do something, and I would get on the floor and I would start barking like I was a dog.
Mm.
And I think that was
Hmm.
it. I think it was like a defense mechanism. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't like it. And so I did
Oh,
that, and I did that eventually until I don't know, I just started learning how to do it, I guess. I don't know.
it was a different take.
It worked.
Yeah, they
It
probably
got you
didn't
where
see
you
that yet
are.
that day.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it
They're like, there's
probably
no dogs in the script.
yeah.
Yeah.
It probably kept things fresh, but also I'd have to imagine if you're casting something for kids, you just kind of expect things like that.
Yeah, you would have
That's what's
to.
wonderful
Yeah.
about kids is
Well,
they have a bit of an ignorance is bliss and they're going to just be fun.
yeah, yeah. I think that story was more, that was like an acting class. Luckily, it wasn't
Okay,
like
it
on
wasn't like a
Okay,
set.
real
good.
audition.
Yeah, it wasn't, no. But yeah.
Do you remember what the first thing you ever booked was? Was it a commercial? Was it a show?
I think it was a commercial. I'm not sure which one. I did like a Toys R Us commercial, a Wonder Bread commercial, and a McDonald's commercial. It was probably one of those.
Yeah. I feel like all
Hmm.
three of those would be a dream as a kid to get to do a
Hmm.
McDonald's commercial or a Toys R Us commercial.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the Toys R Us mascot was like a giraffe. And I think I
Yeah.
got to hang
Hmm.
out with the giraffe for a day, and it was
Oh,
freaking awesome.
that would have been
Oh,
so
that's
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember if the McDonald's shoot had McDonald's food? Like, did you get to eat any?
I don't remember. I mean, that's a great question. I don't know. Um, I have no idea,
That's
honestly.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's just say that
We're
he
just
ate
trying to
it
live
all day.
vicariously through
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So if
I
you had said
know
yes.
for the Wonder Bread, I had to eat a ton of Wonder Bread. Like
Mm.
just like that I know that for sure. But I don't
Hmm.
remember with the McDonald's.
It's the whitest of white bread.
Exactly. And like my mom was like a health nut, and so like
Oh
I never knew
no.
what Wonder Bread was. It was like
Oh,
the like, kind of it was not found in health stores. So
okay.
so I just had to eat a bunch of this bread for the commercial and like rub my hair with a balloon, and I don't know. It was like I was trying to get taller and make my hair stand up. So
Oh,
it
We
was
have to
a it
find
was
this
an interesting
commercial.
I
commercial.
know.
Yeah.
It's got
I'm
to be
wondering how the
somewhere.
bread ties in.
I know. The bread
Oh
maybe
yeah.
gave
Did it
me
make you
energy.
taller?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
the 90s were a fun time, hence
They
why we
were.
do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They just don't do it like
Yeah.
that anymore.
They
They really
don't.
don't.
Well, one of your first guest starring roles was in the show Step by Step. Do you remember anything from working on that? How old were you whenever you were in that show?
That is a great question. I'm terrible at remembering that kind of stuff. I mean, I feel like I was like 6, but I could be
Okay.
off.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know I played like a little. I was like it was like a Halloween episode, and I was dressed as the devil, and I one of like the main girls on the show, I had to like scare her, and so I was bad in the show. I was like kind of like I was a little jerk. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It's got to be fun as a kid,
Yeah, yeah.
like a Halloween
I
episode.
mean, okay, you were 6, so like if you don't remember this, don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Do you as a kid like were you nervous because that was filmed in front of an audience? Like did that have any impact on you? Do you remember?
Once I got past that stage of like barking like a dog and like, once I got through all that, I was invincible. I mean, there's something, when you're a kid, you have no embarrassment. You just kind of,
Yeah.
the fear and everything. It's just not there, and
Yeah.
so it was so much fun. Right up until puberty, it was the best. And then, yeah,
Then things change.
Yeah,
Things change. Puberty sucks.
I know.
I
Yeah.
get that
Yeah,
it's like
We
natural, but
have to
it's
do
so
it.
annoying.
I
It's not
know.
good
Yeah,
for anybody, I don't think.
yeah.
Oh, it sucks. Well, it does just immediately take me back to just remembering how insecure I immediately felt, but not knowing what insecure was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you're just trying to understand what's going on. It's awful. But anyway, one of the movies that you have done that we love is Phantom of the Megaplex,
Speaking
which
of
it's almost
Halloween.
Halloween time. Yeah.
Awesome.
So that is, of course, one of the, to us, iconic Disney Channel original movies.
Hmm.
But it was like, I think it was, I know it was after Xenon and some of the bigger ones had come out. So did you watch DCOMs before you auditioned for this movie? Do you have any like memory of loving those?
I did. I absolutely did. There was one in particular called Brink.
Oh
A
yeah.
classic.
Brink was like my favorite movie, and when I think of, I mean, I should be able to remember quite a bit of them. But that is like the only one that comes to mind. I
It's
know
one
I
of the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
used to love that movie so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was one of the first ones too. It was definitely early on. So
Yeah.
yeah.
were you excited when you got this audition?
Absolutely. Yeah, it was really cool. It was filming in Canada,
Mhm.
and I think I went out there and Lindsay Lohan was doing, I think she was doing like some, it was like life size or something.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
And we were staying at the same hotel, and I was friends with her brother, and so we would hang out and stuff. And the movie Phantom of the Megaplex, like it only shot in a theater, right? So like
Oh, true.
the
That's true.
we just hung out in a theater, and I love theaters so much. So like we just watched movies all day, and like it was a lot of fun.
Were you a Halloween fan just in general as well?
I was. I definitely was. I grew up in a home that wasn't, they weren't very Halloween, like they weren't big on Halloween, but
Okay.
but it was kind of like it kind of made me enjoy it even more. Like I would be like
Sure.
trying to.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, I definitely get into Halloween and stuff.
Yeah, what a theme for your roles. Do Halloween things.
Yeah,
Do you have, because obviously you're like the younger brother in that, do you have siblings as well in real life?
I do. I have an older brother and an older sister.
Okay, so you basically just are
Oh,
always the
that's
younger
fitting.
sibling.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely fitting.
yeah.
Do you still keep in contact with anyone from that movie, or has it just been so many years?
No, I haven't talked to anyone. It was Taylor Hanley, Caitlin Walks, but I haven't talked to them since the rap,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mm,
But what I do remember is like when we flew to Canada, I was sitting next to Taylor Hanley on the airplane,
Hmm.
and he like gave me one of his earbuds, and I heard Basket Case from Green Day for the first time, and I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." And I remember like I would look out the hotel window and I'd see Taylor skateboarding in the parking lot. And I
Uh-huh.
think that was like that was like the moment where I was like I need to get a skateboard. And
hmm.
Yeah.
so yeah, but that's really all I remember from Phantom.
Also,
Mm.
what a throwback, just the thought of like whenever we used to have to share earbuds.
I know.
Yeah,
You'd have to just like lean in
yeah,
and be really close
The
to some.
school
You'd be like
bus.
yeah,
that
yeah,
Well, speaking of siblings, cheaper by the dozen, you had
a
11
lot.
of them.
yeah,
What
yeah,
a
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, with that audition, there's obviously so many of you. Was there a
Hmm.
lot of different rounds for that audition? Do you remember? Like, did you have to do a lot of like mixing and matching with the siblings?
It was so weird because like most auditions, there's like there can be three, there can be four, and
Hmm.
what I remember from Trooper by the Dozen is like I went in and like I think I read a few lines. I don't even know if they were on the in the script. And I read a few lines, and then like months later, they're like, "Oh, you got the part."
Oh,
Like
surprise.
it was like not, it was like not even an audition. But it was great.
And one of the best scenes from that movie is when you guys have the genius idea of soaking Hank's underwear in
Oh
meat.
my God.
Yes, yes.
Did it really smell? Because I remember watching it and seeing all of you guys have your reaction to the smell. Like, what did they use? What was the meat? Was there a smell or was it just pure movie magic?
I don't remember there being a smell, honestly.
Okay.
Good.
I think
Just
it was just
asking.
us.
I'm
Yeah.
glad.
I think it was just us, trying to make it come to life, but it wasn't really, yeah, I don't think they used any crazy substance.
Yeah.
Like,
They
we're gonna
weren't
make
trying
it
to.
really smell.
Yeah.
You guys
It
Uh-huh.
want
wasn't
to
method. We're not
but
It
method
wasn't
acting.
method.
honestly, it was so long ago that if it did smell, I wouldn't be
It's like
surprised
where your
because
brain
Yeah.
blocks out trauma. You just don't remember it.
Oh
exactly,
my
it
God.
smelled so bad that
He
I
doesn't
can't
remember
even
We've
go
all
anything.
there.
blocked it
Yeah,
out. Oh
yeah.
my God, can you imagine? And that movie, of course, had such an amazing cast. What was it like working with Steve Martin, Bonnie Hunt?
Steve Martin, he's one of the greatest guys. Just,
Mm.
I mean, he's the same on camera, off camera. He's so kind and so smart. And what I remember about him is like they would say action, and he would just come to life. And then when they weren't filming, he would be a little bit more reserved, but he was still so kind.
Mm.
And then randomly he just bust out a banjo and just shred. Just
Oh,
he's so good at banjo. And like crowds would form, like just, and he would just have a huge audience and he'd just be chilling with his banjo. And
that's so
he's just
That's
cool.
so
awesome.
cool.
One of
Yeah,
the
that
coolest guys. Yeah.
oh,
Um
Feel like you kind of have to be that way if you're going to be filming a movie where you have 12 kids. Like, there's going to
yeah.
be
oh.
a lot of
Because
He
kids
needs a
on the
little
you
bit of
need a
set.
sanity.
banjo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get him a banjo.
Yeah. Give him a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where did the first one film? Was that in LA?
It was, yeah, I think we went different places around LA, but mostly out here.
Okay.
Mhm.
I just imagine it had to be so fun, like in between takes, working with that many people around your age. Was it?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, so much fun. What I remember is like, okay, so our first night together is like we like none of the kids had met and we got to a hotel and word got around that all the kids were going to the hot tub. And I was excited. Really, like what was on my mind was like, is Hillary Duff gonna be there? Like that's
Oh, we
what I
love
was like.
Yeah,
Hillary Duff.
of course.
And so we all get there, we get to the hot tub. Hillary Duff comes, we're in the hot tub, and I'm just like, okay, my life has peaked. I'm like,
Totally.
it's
We would have
You're
been
all
in
the
a
same
hot
way.
tub
downhill.
with
It's
Hillary
all
Duff.
downhill from here. Hanging out with Hillary Duff in a hot tub, and yeah, it was so much fun. The second film is a little bit of a different story for me, but the first one was a blast. So much
Yeah.
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Because I think they were a couple years apart, like maybe three or so from the first and the second.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
when did you guys find out there would be a second one?
That is a good question. I think it was right before we started doing the second one.
Hmm.
Okay.
And it was like puberty had started, you know, coming around. I was like in and out of school, and so I was like starting high school. I was starting to make some friends, for like the first time in my life. And then it was like, you got to go to Canada to do this movie. And I mean, it sounds like kind of like I'm like embarrassed to be upset about it because it's like that's such a great opportunity and stuff. But at the time in my life, I was just so with acting. Acting was always something that was keeping me from like a social life, was like
Yeah.
messing up my education, my track on life. And so I was just not excited to go to Canada to do this movie. And I was also like I think I showed up through to the read through with like a My Chemical Romance sweater and like
Uh-huh.
the hoodie on, and I
Don't
was
talk to
just
me vibe.
exactly, and
Hmm.
and and everyone was like, "This isn't gonna work." Like,
Oh
and
no.
so like they made my hair super curly for the movie, and like I was just I don't know
Yeah.
I was not having the best time out there,
Hmm.
but also getting to see everybody again, that was great. It was awesome getting to do it. It's just the the timing wasn't the best for me, but
Well,
Hmm.
well, and
yeah,
especially if, you're from LA, at least the first one you're able to go back and forth between school, but if you're up in Canada, you're kind of just forced to
Hmm.
you're just
yeah,
there.
Yeah, and in fairness to what you were saying, not to bring up puberty again. I just mean at that time in your life, you are
Yeah,
interested in socializing. Making a
yeah,
friend group is the biggest thing possible in
Yeah.
your
yeah,
mind. And
yeah,
yeah, of course, working on a movie's an amazing experience, but you're just a teen like everybody else.
yeah,
You just
yeah,
wanted to have that time with friends and make a bond and not be like the kid that's just going off to, because maybe your friends didn't even think it was that impressive. You just never know how people will react.
yeah. I remember I had like also a girlfriend for the first time, and she was like a few grades above me, and I was like crazy about her. And I had to
Oh.
leave all summer. I was going to Canada, and I was like, oh my gosh. And then I was like in Canada, and all my friends were like, dude, she's cheating on you. And I was
Oh
like,
God.
No,
I was
Jake,
just,
this is awful.
it was the worst.
Oh my
But you
God.
know, it's life. But I got at the same time, I got to hang out with Steve Martin, so that made up for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's her loss.
It's all good, all good.
Now, did you have a preference between like filming a movie like, Phantom of the Megaplex cheaper by the dozen versus your recurring role on Party of Five? Like, did you prefer TV versus movies?
Well, Party of Five. Okay, so I was on that show for 2 years, and it was just the best. I mean, one of the best casts in the world. Lacey Chabert, who's like an angel from heaven. I love
Oh,
her so much. Scott Wolf, one of the coolest guys I've ever met in Hollywood. Matthew Fox, also one of the coolest guys. Nev Campbell, the greatest. Jennifer Love Hewitt, absolutely adored. And so that show, they kind of felt like an actual family at the end of filming that show. I was like,
oh,
and I wasn't on it for the full run. I can't imagine they probably still have some, connection to each other because they were on for so long with each other.
sure.
But even the short time that I was on there, the 2 years, it was so much fun. I think that beats movies in a way, just
Yeah,
because you get to, it feels it feels more like it's so much more consistent, and it just
sure.
feels
Hmm.
like a lasting thing instead of brief.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, in and out.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
David and I used to be tour guides at Warner Brothers. And when we would learn about the kind of schedule for a sitcom or for any sort of TV show, it seemed to be more like a 9 to 5 job where it
Especially the
wasn't,
sitcoms.
yeah, the
yeah,
sitcoms, it just, they would kind of have days for rehearsals and then they'd have, of course, the shooting day. But like you said, I imagine it just makes it a bit calmer for people and you're not like up till 5 in the morning filming all night long and kind of cramming it in.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I what I remember from Party Five is like I would get to set every day, and Scott Wolf was just he's so much fun. He
Mm.
was just like my best friend, and he made it a lot of fun because there weren't like any kids there on set.
Oh,
But Scott
sure.
Wolf, he was like a kid. He was just so much fun to hang out with,
Oh,
Hmm.
and also, I was obsessed with Adam Sandler at the time, and so
Oh,
we
yeah.
were filming on the Sony lot, and Happy Madison production was like right next to our stage where we did Party Five, and so I would stand outside of Happy Madison waiting for Adam Sandler to walk out, and I would just like stalk him all over the Sony
Oh,
lot, just like chase him around.
we would have done the same
did
thing.
I know? Did you ever get to meet him?
Yeah, he was like, the coolest guy. He always had his like English bulldog with him, and Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison were like my favorite movies ever. And so I would talk to him, and he was doing Little Nicky at the time, and I
Oh,
was like asking
wow.
him, I was like, "Am I going to be able to see this movie? Is it rated R?" And I would just bug him, and
Yeah.
so he was like, "I don't know, man. I'll check. I'll find out." And I would just, hover around his office all day. And eventually he came out and he like yelled. He was like, "Jake, the movie's gonna be rated PG-13. Go see it."
Oh,
That's so cute.
I can
And
see it.
he gave me like a headshot and like a signature, and it was like him like with a goat, and it was so cool. It was
It
like
just
Oh.
sounds very
just
Adam Sandler.
exactly.
Did you have any other favorite TV shows or movies like growing up?
Recently I was in Vegas this week, and a couple weeks ago, and they have like, cable channels, and I never watch cable channels anymore. And
Only
so
when you're at a hotel?
Yes.
exactly. And
Yes.
so I was like, I was seeing all these shows like Boy Meets World that I grew up with, and I was like, Boy Meets World, man, I love that show.
Such a good
Hmm.
one.
And so I was watching that in Vegas, and yeah, that was definitely a favorite. And
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
like that. Yeah,
I love that you're in Vegas watching Boy Meets World.
I know.
I feel like
Yeah.
anytime I'm at a hotel, it never fails. You turn it on, and Friends is always on
Oh,
something.
Oh
Friends
yeah,
is always
yeah,
on.
yeah,
Always on Nick at Night or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that lineup was so good. But at the time, we could only watch it at that one time, so it meant even more.
Hmm.
yeah,
Now you can pick things up anytime.
Yeah.
yeah,
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 but binging, you can binge now, which we couldn't do.
yeah, yeah.
Obviously, like, we're zooming now, like, kind of during COVID changed most things. I just remember one of my favorite, like, social media videos during COVID was whenever you all did the cheaper by the dozen, like, I'm just a kid or whatever,
Hmm.
whenever.
Yeah.
How did that video come about? Whose idea was that?
So, I went to Colorado for like 4 years to go to school, and I was excited to come back to LA, like I was saying, and I got back, COVID hit, and I was staying at my aunt's house because my house, I was renting it out, and the people that were living there refused to leave. They would
Oh,
not get out. I gave them a year to like, I told them a year in advance I was coming back. I was like, a year, please find a place and all that stuff. It was a year went by and they did not leave. They wouldn't get out. So
Oh no.
COVID hit. I was staying with my aunt, and then I get a call and I'm like, oh, who's this? He's like, this is Kevin. I was like, Kevin? Kevin who? It's
what
like,
Kevin do I know?
it's like, this is Kevin Schmidt, man. And he was like, oh, we're thinking about doing this thing. And so I think it was mostly, Kevin. He's a smart guy. And I think he put it together.
That was a
Hmm.
lot to put together. A lot of
Yeah,
people
Yeah,
you have to fit in
a
that.
lot of
I
people.
know.
It's such a perfect time for it too, because so many things are coming back, as you've probably seen. And we, of course, do this podcast, so we love it. But people
Mhm.
just love to see where you guys are, and especially
Yeah,
see you get back together. And I never hear I'm just a kid and don't think of Cheaper by the Dozen.
that's
I think of it
awesome.
every time. It was
That's
a great
awesome.
soundtrack. The 90s and 2000s had the best soundtracks for movies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And where are you at with acting now? Do you still act or have you kind of taken a break?
So I just graduated in May from like a theater program,
Oh,
Oh,
and
congrats.
congratulations.
thank you. So this summer has been crazy because like I went from like school like full time for the last 4 years and like doing theater, having so much fun, and then you graduate and like it's like you're not doing anything, and it's
I
like
Yeah.
it
know. It's
sucks
hard.
so much. At the same time, I'm not like I don't really want to be in school, but I had so much fun with theater, and so for the last 4 years, I just kind of just been in school, and we did some plays. We did like Much Ado About Nothing and The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime, and that was
Okay.
so
Oh, I
much
don't know
fun.
that one.
That one, it's so good. I think they're making a movie of it, but it's one of the best stories ever. You gotta,
Oh, I'll
yeah,
have to look that up because I went to a
Yeah.
theater school too, so I know Much Ado About Nothing, but I don't know that second one.
it's a newer one.
Okay,
It's great. You gotta check it out.
I will now.
Yeah,
We have our
The
homework
title
after
gripped
this.
me. It was
yeah,
a very interesting title.
yeah,
Well, that's awesome. I hope that things come down the line, especially since you enjoyed your time there so much. And sometimes having that routine helps too. Like
yeah,
when you're all of a sudden graduate, you're like, I graduated. But then the world is just sitting there and no one's
yeah.
giving you a class schedule. You've got to do it yourself.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
Well, thank you so much. Seriously, we loved talking with you. Like we said, we're
Yeah.
such big fans of all these different movies and shows that you've
Hmm.
done, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Thank you
Thank you
so
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 much.
nice to meet
much.
you.
Yeah,
Good luck with
nice to meet you.
everything.
Thank you.